got some breaking news to bring you now, and this is concerning the Reading terror attacker, Khairi Saadallah, who was 26, who executed 3 men in a park and injured 3 others, has been sentenced at the Old Bailey to a whole life order. You may well remember this story, a man with a knife attacking people who were socialising in Forbury Gardens in Reading on the 20th of June of last year. The attack began just before 7 p.m. at Forbury Gardens in the centre of Reading. 3 men were stabbed to death and 3 others were injured in the knife attack. Saadallah was chased and arrested shortly after at nearby Friar Street. Later that evening, armed counter-terrorism police raided his flat in Basingstoke Road, where they removed a number of items, including a large circular saw. During the sentencing, the court was shown CCTV footage from the day before the attack, where Saadallah is seen purchasing the weapon from a local Morrison's store. Later that day, he was visited by police after concerns were raised over his mental state. A psychiatrist concluded that the attack was unrelated to the effects of either mental disorder or substance misuse. Let's bring in Sky's crime correspondent Martin Brunt, who's outside the Old Bailey, where that whole life order has been handed down today. Martin.
Yes, whole life sentences for the 3 murders. Which means that Saadallah will not get any chance of parole. He was also given, and I suppose it doesn't really matter, but for the record, he got 24 years minimum tariff for the other 3 stabbings. Serious stabbings in which there have been long-lasting psychological effects, according to the judge and the prosecution, of 3 other men who were among his victims. One summer's night last June. The issue for the judge broadly was to decide what his motive was. Now, Saadallah had admitted the stabbings, but he had claimed that they were not motivated by terror. He didn't give evidence. He'd pleaded guilty. He chose not to give any other explanation for a motive. So it was up to the judge. The judge decided they were terror attacks. He'll spend the rest of his life in prison.